Getting platinum in the Wild Escape Summit, unlocking the Beetle Hoodlum Racing Crew Edition. What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to a Summit video. Yes, I didn't even know I was going to have to film this until yesterday, where we saw that, yes, the first Summit of this season is going to be a Vehicle Summit. And as we all know, I make videos on Vehicle Summits whenever they come out. So we're going to be going into this and going into the Wild Escape Summit, completing it, showing you lot all the little tips and tricks to getting it done yourself, unlocking the Volkswagen Beetle Hoodlum Racing Crew Edition, which, if you stick around a week from now, I'm going to show you full customization and gameplay of the thing as well. So stick around for that. But for now, let's go over and check out the Summit. This is actually going to be my first look of the Summit as well, after the new US Speed Tour West update. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And here we are. As you can see, I haven't actually done the off-road stage yet. I've barely played the game. I came on, filmed my first look video, edited my first look video, uploaded it, and here I am again. But let's head over to the Wild Escape Summit. Now, I believe I just cleared out my HQ mailbox, so let's collect whatever we got from the last summit, which was Lightfall. We only came 104th. I wasn't really playing this time. I could have gone a lot better than that. We did get drift parts. I'm going to have to make sure my brain is aware that no scrapping should go on. But here we go, the new summit. We've got a new Rally Raid skill set, which is very good. We finally got that again, which it's taken a while for us to get another set of that. But we've also got Lost in Yellowstone with Low Poly Brown. Now that... it's so bad. Yeah, okay, Low Poly Brown. Okay, Teal Moltons. Teal Moltons, very sick. Those look very cool. Depends on what cars they would really work on, but just having them in the first place would be very, very cool. Next, we've got Land of Dust, where we get Retro Shade Tint, which is purple, which means it's probably going to be animated, which will be pretty cool, and it will work on a few cars. It's got a bit of Brazilian look going on there, in my opinion. Of course, subjective, but there we go. There's the... Oh, that is a very weird summit. Okay, all basically Rally Raid, Rallycross, and a demo derby. Okay, a monster truck race. Oh, now I'm going to have to come out of retirement for that one a bit. But here we go, the Wild Escape Summit. As you can see, we use the vehicle there. We'll get around to that. Of course, first, the skills, which as we go into this one, which is an escape, which, yes, I do like escapes. I'm an escape man myself. This is actually a brilliant time to remind you as I go to the opposite side of this, because this is a weird escape. I know how to do this escape. It is a weird one. We'll see if I'm actually able to do this one. But this is a brilliant time to remind you to head down there. Do leave a like on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. It helps out in the algorithm as well. It's a free way to support the channel. And it just shows a bit of love. And of course, do remember to subscribe, because only 50% of you are subscribed, which is an outrageous number, I dare say. Out of all of you, 50%. I mean, that's if you're watching this with 2 people... chances are, you know, got a bit of Sidwash up on the telly in the living room. If you're watching this with 2 people, chances are the guy sitting next to you isn't even subscribed. And this is, I'm gonna have to do that again. So, in fact, I'm fairly certain it's gone up to like 75% since my channel blew up recently. But do make sure you head down there and subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. I do a bunch of different content, you know. And I may even soon be helping change this game for the better. Who knows? It depends. Depends on a lot of things, actually. But we'll get to where we left off just then first. I am, of course, doing this in the Magma Edition with a Nitro Chemist Pure and Refill Speed set. The usual, really. Okay, there we go. Take this around here, and right. So the way to go is you have to take a jump. And where that jump is right here. No, okay, yeah, that's... not it at all. I think, are we gonna get zoned? Yeah. Like, give me a minute. Right, I'm switching the parts over to these, Pure and Muddy. These are a lot better for this kind of situation. Okay, come on. There we go. Now, just, okay, I did not want to hit that, but hopefully, if this one, is this one actually just fully tree RNG? Is it actually just tree RNG for this one? I don't remember where we're meant to get onto the highway from. Okay. Nice. Nice. Wait. Yep. Nice. Okay. Oh my god. I actually can't manage to not hit a tree. But, please. No, went too far. Okay, good. Please. No. Let me up. No. Well, you get the point. You get onto there, and then you get onto that highway, and you beam down. You know what? I will be doing that in the stream tonight, so stick around for that. Regardless, we have 128k, or I believe 139k score. So that's really for maxing it out. That will get you enough for anything you really need for now. But, you know, let's get this slalom done first. Slaloms are simple. They're simple. They're easy. You know, I much prefer a slalom to an escape. Okay, I'm going to try and get a run up from in here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but if I turn around, there we go. Okay, and nope. Ah, this seems to be very unfortunate timing for him. Nope. You know what? We'll just go for it for now. Okay. We seem to be stuck in the same dilemma here, but my boat is a lot faster. Oh, I don't think he would have made that anyway. There we go. Now I should be going first. There we go. Okay. I'm on my own. Let me try and switch to this as well. There we go. Now. Oh, how do I do that? Not as in how do I do the thing. How do I manage specifically that? Okay. You know what? You learn from each time is a thing learned. You see? Now, aim. Thank you. Please. Why is this one so bad? There we go. We had to slam on the brakes there. For the Of course, the parts I'm using are fully maxed nitro chemist. Skilled with, as well as all having score breaker. The score breaker set bonus, as well as skilled and pure, I believe. Okay. Yep. Nice. There. I mean, it worked. It worked, clearly. It's just not doing that, really. So we don't go way too far there. And are we actually going to finish? Okay, we are going to finish. There we go. That one is bad. I think I remember that from another summit at some point. Terrible. Well, there we go. Quite a few points. In fact, we got 154. And just on that note, we are going to go over to the escape again. Another bloody escape. Okay, right. So the strategy here seems to be going the... Don't tag it. There we go. Opposite side. And you need quite the run up, it seems. Okay, and I guess this will be the run up we take. I saw the ghost stop here, so we'll go for this for now. We're going uphill for quite a while, which is, it confuses me slightly, because, you know, you would think you want to go downhill for the faster method, but apparently not. Apparently uphill is the strat here. We can actually manage to balance it out that much via route that the uphillness doesn't matter. There, I had to scratch my face there, because unfortunately powerboat is a demanding of 2 hands spec. I can't get away with just using 1 hand. Here we go. Here we go. So if it's just going to be straight down this river the way it seems to be, I will skip to the end. If I skip to somewhere where we need to turn, I'll go to that. But for now, we'll skip to the end because this does seem to be just what we have to do. Just going straight like this. Okay, I did end up hitting a wall there. I could have gone much further, but I hit a wall and it killed me instantly. But yeah, you just go straight. There's not really anywhere to turn. 117. We could definitely get much better than that. Probably push that to like 128 or something like that. Jeep, Cherokee, and Street. Okay, I guess this is the beginning of some questionable vehicles being used for this. So, where is Street? Let's find our Jeep Cherokee, and we will grab some parts on it. Where is the Jeep Cherokee? It must be low rated. It's higher rated than all of these cars here, which is already absolutely shocking, unless I've missed it. I'm trying to stall because I would assume that I can get in this one clip the Jeep Cherokee, but for some reason it seems to be higher rated. Unless I've missed it, I'm gonna go grab my parts instead then and come back to the Cherokee because I have no idea where it is. Oh, that's why I couldn't see where it was, because it's whited out. I actually wasn't allowed to see it, but now that it's got the parts on it, let's not customize, goddammit, let's just go into it. Because I know this thing is going to be absolutely terrible. I guess I'll whack some pro settings on it as well, just before we do take it into anywhere else. There we go. Now that it's got pro settings on it as well, we will take this thing into an event. Of course, you can pause to see those pro settings if you need. But there we go. Jeep Cherokee. street parts. I need to remember to scrap a full set of street parts because we won't bloody need them. We won't need them. Okay, let's just hope this thing can survive any turn at this point. If it's just able to turn a decent amount, I can make do with it. Now, see, the thing is, I used to use this thing actually quite a lot back in the day. I used to genuinely just use it as my go-to vehicle because it was a funny meme. It was me and Josh playing the Crew 2 way back when it first came out. And it was like, hey, I reckon I could win in a Jeep Cherokee. And Josh was in the Hurricane, and I would actually manage to win races in the Jeep Cherokee. And it was quite fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that it's that turn. Okay, I know how to do that in PvP, but this isn't PvP. It's not actually the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Okay, it wanted to oversteer a bit there. Oversteer for that specific turn. Hitting all of that isn't the best thing in the world, but it hasn't slowed us down too much. It's not anything I can't improve on later. I do believe there's this one grass cut in this race. Other than that, I don't think there is any other cuts that are required of us at this point. Yeah, it seems so. I must say, I'm quite enjoying this race. I'm not minding it too bad. The grass cut is here. You just go straight. That's all it is. And here you want to be careful because there used to be a shortcut here, but there is no longer. You actually have to take that to a competent level instead of just cutting over the grass again. I actually cannot express right now how while I'm doing this race, it actually feels like I'm in a blanket of just heat. Like, it actually feels like the heat is, like, it's actually digging away at my skin. It's so hot right now. It's actually pain. Jesus, is this pain. That is because the UK is very hot currently. Very, very, very hot. And there you go. It was quite a good race. I mean, I could have used more nitro there. I didn't realize the end was coming up, to be honest. But that was actually a decent race in my opinion. There we go, 133k. You know what? Let's see the position so far. We are currently 21st. I will take that. And let's move on to the next event, which is, of course... It is, of course, a monster truck. Is it an arena? Is it... No! Okay. It's Dakota Grasslands. There we go. I know that one. I can do that one. So, not that bad. Here we go. Let's grab the parts from my... wherever the parts of my monster truck are. We'll get that. Put it over to the Ford GT. Of course, the Mustang GT, that being. And I know my way around a monster truck track. So, I should be alright here. Now, obviously, they would have been perhaps slipstreaming. I know slipstreaming is actually very beneficial on monster truck. But, of course, I believe... Are these boosted, actually? These are boosted. Let's get the boosted part for this, because I know it's somewhere. There we go. These are the parts I'm going to be using, and the pro settings are right here. These are the ones that I'm going to be using. I personally prefer them over other pro settings. But let's take this thing into the monster truck event. Here we go. Now, I'm not too sure about these summits. I don't know if I'll end up sweating them. I don't know if I'll actually be streaming daily this week, because the game at the moment is on a lifeline. Here we go, Dakota Grasslands. Now, obviously, we do have collision on at the moment, but I assume the slipstream would definitely help here. I can imagine. Yeah, this is definitely a slipstream race. You can 100% tell here, but I do know my way around this race. It's hitting everything is impeccably loud. But here we go, and I believe there's actually a thing you can hit here somewhere. I didn't manage to find it, but there's something you can hit there that makes you... Okay, didn't know you couldn't get that checkpoint like that. There we go, we actually got the checkpoint, and once you get it, you can straight beeline it for this one. A much simpler way through there. And then also another cut here is just going through the trees, which you have to get right, like this. Here we go, okay. And there you go. Okay, it might seem like a hard one, but no, I'm just bad at the game. And here we go. We'll take it around this way. And it's just, this little bit here is a matter of just avoiding jumps. You just want to get the checkpoints, but not let your car go to the jumps, but also not go so wide that you completely spin out and are incapable of getting back for the... There you go. I've just actually made a straight road every single turn in the game, apparently. Okay, that's definitely a bit I'm going to have to rerun for. And I'll probably rerun that as well. Okay, let's try this in a more knowing where everything is view for now. But obviously the other view, the way that works, the reason I use the other view, you can see the road a lot better. You know where your car's pointing. You know exactly. It's the sweat view. It is the sweat view, basically. I mean, we are coming towards the end now, so it's not that bad. I mean, once we get around this corner, it should be all right. And I assume the people with the boosted parts, the usual Summit Sweats will be the ones able to get the insane scores here. The ones with Slipstream, as well as, you know, the Nitro Chemist boosted sets. But there we go. Legendary bundle earned. I mean, no one's really often bothered to get Slipstream on Monster Truck out of my viewers. So I know I'll probably end up doing that one solo. But without further ado, let's get into the next event, which is a street race in the Escalade. Of course, these are the parts again and the pro settings, of course, courtesy of Akor. I do love his pro settings. Very cool guy, AKOR. Do go search him up, and he will very much help with pro settings and any sort of other tips and tricks you need. He's a streamer as well, so head over there as well. Check him out. And oh, are you serious? Okay. We have, oh my god, this bug is still in the game. Oh my god. Okay, so let's try retrying the event. Here we go. Okay, finally. So, let's get started. And hopefully, I guess I'm not allowed to wall ride that. Okay. Duly noted. That has been noted. Okay, and I'm actually just going to take it for now. I want to get to the rest of the race. We'll take it, but of course, do be a bit more careful for that turn. This is actually the race I did in my first look video, because it's the street race. It's the special stage 1. I don't know if we actually play the special stage 2 this summit, because that would actually be my first experience playing the stage 1, sorry. Not special stage 2, I meant stage 1. I don't believe there's any shortcuts here, really. It's just about balancing this car and taking it through the turns. It's definitely a lot worse. A lot worse than the Cherokee. But I'd say it's not insanely terrible. Yeah, okay, there we go. Unfortunately, not a lot of shortcuts also means not a lot to say. As all it is, like I said, just taking the thing through and getting a good run with it. It's a curious theme they've gone for with the Cadillac and the Escalade and the Cherokee, with the SUVs, but then the GTO Judge, as well as then I guess it's just meant to be big cars. Then why is it that? It makes no sense that it's that. Like, it really doesn't. And there you go, of course, the Wild Escape Summit. The big SUVs on street roads, I guess, theme. I don't even know anymore. I don't know America all that well, so I don't even know if it's trying to stay in Black Hills, if that's what it is. Because if it was just trying to stay in Black Hills, it could just call it the Wild Escaping Black Hills East. Or West. But that's the event, just escaping Black Hills, I guess. Okay, next, we have nothing we can do about this one, because no parts, no pro settings. We're going to be actually in the Beetle Rally Raid, the new one, the Hoodlum Racing Crew Ed. From what I've heard, these things are absolutely garbage, so I am not looking forward to this. Okay, it's a good event. Oh, that is a very cool exhaust, I must say. A very cool exhaust. Now, the thing to remember is, of course, this doesn't have any parts or pro settings on it, so it's not really reflective of its final, you know, how good it is. It's got a very small nitro tank. That might just be Rally Raid, but I really don't remember that little of a nitro tank. There we go. The liveries this time, I mean, obviously, it's sort of like, you know, it's homemade cars. Like, someone just had a Beetle lying around. They spec'd it out for off-road, and now it's this thing. So it makes sense that the liveries are just stickers that are put on the car. It doesn't look good, though. It doesn't look good in the slightest. I really don't like the look of that. It feels like an Okay. What is this thing? There we go. It feels like a less effort excuse, which it might not be, but it definitely like, they still could have done a lot more with it. They still could have done a lot more with it, even if it is the sort of theme that it is of being like a homemade car, so homemade stickers just provided by the company, I guess. It still could have had a lot more done to it, I must say. The topper is very cool, though. I very much like the topper. It makes a bit less sense, if anything, because I can understand needing an extra tire if you're in something like the US Speed Tour, but I don't understand the shovel and I guess extra oil, I guess. Oh, and I guess the shovels to if the car gets stuck. You know what? I've just completely corrected myself. I brought it up myself, and I instantly corrected myself as well. So I don't even know what to say anymore. The conversation over. And there you go. Simple as that. It's a rally raid race. So what are you gonna do? But we got to play with the new Hoodlum racing and this thing. And I'll be able to get a thumbnail in this race as well, and all of that, and you know, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But there you go, it is completed 126k points. We definitely could have done better. I crashed there at the end in the bit that I cut out, as I wasn't saying anything. But next we are on to a no restrictions rallycross event, which I can safely assume Lancia. Yes, no, Lancia. Why do I call it Lancia? I meant Lancer. But it is the new event, yes. Okay, so this is going to be my first time playing the new event as well. I assume it's just as wall ride heavy and, you know, slipstream overpowered as any other event. In the US Speed Tour, that is. I don't know if I prefer this over the other thing. The tractor that we got this time around. Okay, this thing does have parts on it. There you go. Extra pump pure. These are the pro settings I'm going to be using. And let's go into the event once I can back out into it. Here we go. Okay, he's okay. That's quite cool. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. If you saw that just then, the car was just revving at the start there, and the color scheme is a lot nicer, I must say. You know what? Not the worst. They've actually put a bit more thought into this one. Well, I'd say thought. Okay, that was definitely a wall ride. One of the things I'm complimenting here is the color scheme. That really could have been anything, but just the burnouts at the start. Just the burnouts at the start, must say, welcome. They are welcome. They are very welcome, as it adds that extra little bit, you know. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it to just be like the Speed Tour the other one. So I guess this one has a bit more of a not really professional vibe. I assume it still is, but it's much more of a these lot have just brought their own cars and are having fun kind of vibe, I guess, which makes sense, you know. I'll take it. Of course, being a stage event, it is nothing more than just completing the stage. That being sweating and getting a good time with good lines. But if you do have a group of mates, I would very much recommend slipstreaming, because that is the be-all, end-all of this. Of course, wall riding as well. There you go. Whereas I would have taken that turn at like 50 miles an hour, I managed to take it there at 80 as I wall rid, but would also like slipstream. I think as there's nothing really special about it, it is just a stage. I will be skipping to the end, as you lot can see that it is just sort of race lines, slipstream and wall rides. And there you go, the entire stage. There was some very tight chicanes as well there, but they're easy to get past if you just take the right line. A 4-minute 3, that can't be that good considering that run. But we did get, you know, complete a Speed Tour event in under a certain amount of time. We did get a 128, and let's see the leaderboard placement. 17th. I'll take that for now, you know. I will take that. Next is a rallycross race in the GTO Judge, which is quite interesting. This should be very interesting. And there you go. These are the pro settings we're going to be using. Finally, the final race with these parts on it, of course. The final race, the GTO Judge in a rallycross or rally raid. Wait, no, I've confused myself now. Okay, no, rally raid on a rallycross race. Right, my brain had completely been gone. Let's hope this goes well. I'm so tired. Escape me from the never-ending cycle of playing The Crew 2 Ubisoft Ivory Tower. Here we go. Okay, they're all in rally raid cars as well, so at least I fit in a bit. Okay, yep, these pro settings are interesting. There we go. I mean, it looks quite interesting just being here in this thing, to be honest. But I don't know if this is a race with shortcuts. I don't believe so just yet, but you never know. A shortcut comes up and my brain goes, oh yes, there is a shortcut. And then I'll just take it subconsciously, which I do manage to do in PvP, but then I actually have to show you guys the shortcuts I need to remember a bit earlier. So far, it just seems to be a bad event. A very bad event so far. In fact, let's try the sweat view. Let's try and actually take it to a decent level. And actually, that was the first lap just there. We are back here. That was the first lap. We're done. That's it. That's the race. No shortcuts, no nothing. All right, well, I guess I'll skip to the end. You guys know what one lap looks like. There we go. It was just that. It was just a bad car and a bad race. Played very poorly, but we did get it done. We did finish it with the GTO judge, of course, the vehicle we are meant to use. And 2 minutes 3 with a fairly high score, actually, I will say. A pretty high score. And that puts us 25th in the summit for now. Of course, I will be playing this one throughout the week so I can get a high enough position to whack in the thumbnail for the Beetle Hoodlum Racing Edition. There is our final set of points. And, of course, on that note, I hope you guys did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. And an insane thank you to Icon members for the love of life and Sid Wadger's daddy. That is about it. Thank you so much. In a bit.
My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. Gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real, or would you leave me in the dirt?